Hi guys, welcome to Vic and Vern's Sports Chat. Yeah, it is still Vic and Vern's Sports Chat. Until tomorrow afternoon at 12 o'clock, it's officially still Vic and Vern's Sports Chat. And then it goes and changes to Vic and Vern's Rugby. As you can see, I've got the logos, I've got everything ready already. But as you notice, somebody's missing. Laverne is missing. Yeah. Quick change in the schedule, so he's missing. So I've got to do it on my own. It just makes the program look better, doesn't it? There you go, man. There you go. So, lots to get into today on the Defcon Rugby Show. We'll tell you what's coming up. But let's first have a look at, what Defcon level are we at? That's always a good question. So let's put it out there. Look, if you're a playoff hunting team, it's you better get ready for it. So I think it's better get ready time here. So I think we're nicely in the middle there. So, there you go. Let's Defcon ready. Get ready for it. It's coming, baby. It's coming. Big weekend we have ahead of us. So look at the topics quickly. So, of course, today we'll talk about the URC, the Super Rugby, the Top 14, the Gallagher Premiership, the Japanese League, and what's not on here. I didn't forget the ladies. Of course, we'll talk about the women's Six Nations Rugby that is heating up nicely. That head-on-head collision there between England and France. That's coming up very soon. That is coming up very soon. Then don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. As you can see, I've got it in a perfect blue as well to keep in tone with the new channel look. There you go. And if you want to get hold of me, well, that's the email address on top of the, the mushroom there. There you go. There you go. But got a lot to talk about today and don't want to waste a lot of the time. So let's start. We'll start with the URC. You know what? We'll start with the ladies today. Will be nice. There you go. Six Nations Rugby tomorrow. Italy will take on England in Stadio Sergio Lafranchini. That's going to be an interesting one. But England, big favourites to win that one. I cannot see the Italians with the upset. Then Scotland take on France. Le Bleu, allez Le Bleu. There you go. At the Hive Stadium in Scotland, and then the last game is Ireland against Wales. And the Irish, as I call them, the pub team. Now, look, that should be a big battle there of two teams. Couldn't tell you who's going to win that one. So, big games tomorrow in the Women's Six Nations. So have a look at the table. As I mentioned before, England, France on a collision course, both with maximum points, and I can't see that changing tomorrow. Wales play Ireland. Scotland, who's going to get that wooden spoon this year? That's always another interesting question. So we'll see. But it should be good Six Nations women rugby. And I can tell you next week I will be doing England against France in the Women's Six Nations because that is a real interesting and exciting game. Then we move to the URC, baby, because playoffs is around the corner. Lots of live games, as you can see on the channel there. Ulster against the Stormers tonight. Live on this channel with me, because Vern has gone missing. There you go, he's gone AWOL. We'll put out an APB. I've got the FBI and the CIA looking for him. Then tomorrow, Bulls against Tebre. That will be with me as well. That's at lunchtime. Then Vern's doing the Sharks against Benetton, and he's doing Leinster against the Lions tomorrow. Plug that one for you guys. There you go. United Rugby Championship. Yeah, that game. That is at 8:30 this evening, so join me for that. But let's have a look at the standing, because the standings in the URC are important, and then we'll go back to the games. Look, the Stormers are out in front there, 1 point ahead of Glasgow Warriors. Then you got the Lions, Leinster, Munster. But, Cardiff, normally I would say it's between Ulster and Connacht who don't make the playoffs. But Ulster does play the Stormers tonight. They've got a strong team out there. Stormers maybe a little bit of a weak inside. Connacht, they've got to take on Munster, who's in 5th. Win that one, and they put a lot of pressure on Munster. Let's quickly just go back to the other games there quickly. We'll go there. Not that. There you go. Look, like I said, Warriors, Cardiff also won. Both teams in the playoffs at the moment. Leinster, the Lions, both teams in the playoffs at the moment. So, it's going to be tough. Can't see the Bulls losing to Tebre, so I think the Bulls will make the playoffs easy. So that is just a little bit of a hint out there for Janre. Go buy my bloody Bull shirt that you owe me. There you go. And then don't forget, I'll put out the last round after in the last round, Munster, the Lions, that's going to be a big clash as well. What else we got there? Ulster, the Warriors, Cardiff against the Stormers. Big games coming up in the URC to see who makes the playoffs. Go back to the table. Look, I think the Bulls will make the top four. I think the Lions are going to drop out of the top four, and the Bulls are going to make the top four. So, yeah, I think 3 South African teams should be in the top 8. You're going to have one Welsh team there with Cardiff. Obviously, you're going to have the one Scottish team there with Glasgow, and then you're going to have 2 Irish teams, either Ulster, Leinster, Munster, Ulster. Yeah, you could have 3 in there as well. So could be very interesting the way that the URC shapes up. We move to the Super Rugby quickly, guys. There you go. This morning there were 2 games. The Crusaders walloped the Blues. Surprise, surprise, 36-20. The reigning champions are starting to pick up a little bit of steam. And the Reds lost at home to the Chiefs. The Queensland Reds not doing that well at the moment. Tomorrow morning, live with me, the Highlanders against the Waratahs. Moana will take on the Hurricanes. I think that's going to be a thrashing. And then the Brumbies and the Force. That's going to be a tough one. 2 Aussies going for it. Both of them trying to get into the playoffs there or in the playoff hunt. Let's have a quick look at the standings. There, we'll tell you. Like I said, that's the game that's coming live tomorrow. Highlanders against the Waratahs. Let's have a look at the table there. Look, Chiefs on top again. But the Hurricanes got a game less. The Blues have got actually 2 games more than the Hurricanes. So you've got your 4 Aussies on top there. The Chiefs, the 4 Aussies. I wish there were 4 Aussies. No, it's 4 New Zealand teams. Chiefs, Hurricanes, Blues, and Crusaders. The Reds and the Brumbies are still in the playoffs at the moment. But Fijian Drua, the Waratahs, and the Highlanders, and even the Force are on their tails. So we'll see what happens there tomorrow. Then we move to England. Yes, to the Gallagher Premiership. Good games in the Premiership this weekend. Also lots of playoff implications coming up there. Gloucester will take on the Sale Sharks. The Leicester Tigers will take on the Northampton Saints. There's something wrong there. The Bears and Saracens will not play each other now. The Bears will take on Saracens, Newcastle Harlequins, and the Chiefs against Bath. Let's get away from that terrible page there and have a look. Look, Northampton and Bath, I think the playoffs are done. There are only 4 games to go. You can see Leicester making it. The Chiefs, Bristol, Saracens, they are fighting it out. Sale Sharks got no more chances for the playoffs. Then we go to the Baguette League. Bonjour, bonjour, mon ami, to all those people out there in France. Pau Selection will take on Casters. Clermont will take on Perpignan. Bionnet will take on Bordeaux, the mighty Bordeaux. Montpellier will take on Montauban. Stade Français takes on Lyon. And then the big one. I'm trying to do that game tomorrow night because things have changed in my schedule. I was going to be out for dinner tomorrow night, but that has changed. So I might do Toulon against Toulouse. That should be a cracking game. And then, of course, the last game of the weekend, that's on Sunday, Racing 92 against La Rochelle. Look at the standings there in the French league. Toulouse, yeah, they don't seem to lose a lot, do they? Toulouse out on top. Pau in second there. Just same amount of points as Montpellier, Stade France, Clermont, Bordeaux, Racing. There's 7. Even Toulon and Stade La Rochelle are all still in there. I'm going to quickly just go into the chat quickly while I'm doing that. There you go, because I did not put the chat out. There you go. Maybe somebody is... Yeah, there. Lawrence is in the house. Ronnie Rose Garden, Marnus. Scotland. Oh, Scotland, man. There you go. So good games coming up. Toulouse against Toulon or Toulon against Toulouse. That's the one I'm going to try to do. Then, to all my Japanese friends out there, konnichiwa. Big games in the Japanese league. The Wild Knights take on the Brave Lupus. The Blue Raves take on the Cannon Eagles. Mi Honda Heat take on Toyota Verblitz. Honda against Toyota. It's not the Formula One. It's Japanese rugby, man. Kubota Spears against the Kobe Steelers. The Sun Goliath against the Tokyo Black Rams. And the Dynabors against the D-Rocks. Also there, the playoffs seem to be kind of done in my eyes. In Conference B at the bottom, the Steelers and the Spears, they're in the playoffs. Sun Goliath, no one's catching them. Then in the Conference A, Saitama Wild Knights, they are definitely in the playoffs. Toshiba Brave, Lupus Tokyo, can the Shizuoka Blue Revs, all the Yokohama Cannon Eagles still catch them? We will see, we will see. There's 12 teams, still a few games to go. We will definitely see. There you go. So, that was me for today, man. That was the new look Defcon Rugby show. It looks so much better with nobody on top, doesn't it? Yeah, it's beautiful. I've got to take a drink on this one. We even have drunk people in the chat. Scotland is number 1 in rugby. Drunk. Cheetahs is playing in 1 hour's time, Vic. They are playing Griquas. Good luck to the Cheetahs. Scotland will win. Don't know about that. But guys, that was the show. The Defcon Rugby show. Don't forget, tomorrow, 12 o'clock, Vic and Vern Sports Chat is history, and it becomes the Vic and Vern's Rugby channel. Things are changing, guys. Things are changing. So make sure you stick around, because it's going to be very, very exciting. Don't forget, tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, our last ever morning show, because that is also changing. Times are changing, baby. Times are changing. You guys have a wonderful evening. Join me for the Stormers against Ulster later on this evening. That should be an interesting game of 2 playoff teams. Stormers that would definitely want to keep a number 1 spot, keep home court advantage. Ulster need a win to guarantee playoff rugby. So let's see what happens. Guys, have a good one. Ciao.